Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to film a shop my stash video. We are going to shop my makeup collection today, use some products that I haven't used for a while. So if you guys want to see me shop my stash, then just keep watching this video. Okay, so I've already finished my skincare. I'm thinking I want to start with my base makeup today, so let's do that. I have been trying to incorporate the Auric Glow Lust into my makeup routine more recently because I paid so much for this and I don't use it enough. I had bought it for a video where I compared it to the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. If you guys want to see that, I'll link it across the top here. And at the time, I did definitely notice some differences, but I think I said like, you know, either or would be fine. After having used this one for, it's probably been over a year now that I've had it, I would say I definitely prefer the look of the Flawless Filter. I feel like Flawless Filter shows through from underneath your makeup a little bit more and just makes the skin look so smooth and wet and amazing. And this is really nice too in a similar way. Like you can see that nice glow that it gives, but it's definitely more of like a shine than a wet look. And I've got a little bit of color. I've been out in the sun a little bit and I don't know if I have a foundation to match me at the moment. It's also so hot outside. It's like 30 plus degrees in Toronto today and it's hot in here even though we've got the AC on. So I'm feeling like I don't want to put on anything heavy. I wonder if my Merit complexion stick will match me yet. I have this in the color Camel, which is quite deep. I'm feeling like that's still gonna be a bit too dark at the moment. So I think what I'll do is we might skip foundation today. My skin is in a pretty good place and we can just conceal. So I'm gonna take the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. This is the Light Revealer. I've been using this a ton since I bought it and did my first impression. I really like it applied with the fingers. The coverage is almost non-existent. It's really, really light coverage. But because it does have that tint to it, I do find it helps just kind of even out the skin nicely. Really, really good for like a no makeup day or just like something to throw on the everyday. I went to look at the reviews of this product actually, and I saw a lot of people comparing it to the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter as well. This is nothing like the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. To me, it doesn't give a similar look. It's not a similar texture. It has a completely different function than the Flawless Filter. So I don't know where people are getting that comparison from, like if people are making that generally online or if there's like a TikTok going around saying they're dupes or something, but this is nothing like the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. So I'm just gonna rub that in all over. I have mine in the shade 2W1 Natural in case anyone is wondering. I just went to dampen my beauty blender and I forgot to hit record when I came back, so I just used the Becca color corrector underneath my eyes to get rid of the darkness under there. And next up, I'm gonna go in with concealer. So I've been using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Self-Setting Concealer again. This is my favorite concealer ever. I'm in love. I have this in the shade 30 at the moment, so what I'm gonna do is just add a little bit underneath my eyes here. I don't need too much because I've gone in with that color corrector. I'm gonna add a little bit to some areas where I have some dark marks, hyperpigmentation. I've got a little pimple down here. And then I find that whenever I do this, my nose looks really red, so I like to just add a little bit extra on my nose. And then I'll go ahead and just buff that all in with my beauty blender. And then we need to set, so we all know what I'm gonna use. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder, and I'm gonna use that to set that concealer underneath my eyes. Add it through here, and I'm gonna focus it on my nose as well, which is where sweat just kind of comes through first on me. I'm gonna put a teeny bit just right in the center of my forehead here, and then over here where I had put a little bit of concealer. This is the kind of base that I've been doing most days recently, just really lightweight. I've really been loving it. It's so comfortable. After all of the lockdowns and not wearing makeup for pretty much 2 years straight, I just find that foundation feels really heavy on my skin. I know a lot of my clients feel the same way. We're all just wearing a lot less makeup these days. And so a look like this that's just really lightweight, fresh, clean, I've been into it. So let's take a little break from the complexion now and move over to the eyes. I'm gonna really quickly prime my eyelids with the Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer. And then I was thinking about which palette to play with today, and I'm thinking I'm gonna either do this AVH palette that I can never remember the name of, Primrose. I really love this palette. The quality of the shadows in here is spectacular, and this blush is so pretty. Or I might do the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette. I've been doing lots of like purpley cool tone looks recently, so maybe I will go with this one. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going, oh no, I just dug my finger into the blush. I think I'm gonna, this is going really well. I think I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Primrose palette today. Let me set this down gently. So I think what I'm going to do to start is take the color Mango right here on kind of a fluffy blending brush and add this kind of up above my crease. Like, how beautiful of a color is that? I just really think that ABH kills their shades when it comes to eyeshadow palettes. And I know that I am very late to the party when it comes to realizing that. But the first ABH palette that I got was this Resi palette, and I just got this a couple of years ago, and it took me a while to get into it, but you can see like I've used it a ton. I love it. And then I got this Rose Quartz palette for Christmas this year from Will, and it really kind of clicked for me that the quality of the shadows combined with the shades that they choose is really spectacular. So I'm just doing another layer of that same shade to kind of deepen it a bit. And I'm kind of tempted to do like a pink look with these colors over here, but I do a lot of pink as well. So maybe let's try and go a little warmer today. So what I'm gonna do actually is take one of my Charlotte Tilbury Color Chameleons. So these are the eyeshadow pencils. This is in the color Amber Haze. And I'm gonna use this as a base. So I'm gonna kind of color it all over my lid. And then just buff it out with my finger. You wanna work one eye at a time with these because they do dry down and set pretty quickly. So if you wanna blend them out, you gotta do it pretty fast. And that looks good on its own, doesn't it? Like, we could really just leave it here. Which you definitely can use those pencils for. Like, they don't have to be used as bases, but I just use them for bases all the time because I'm extra like that. But let's go in with a powder shadow on top just for funsies. So I'm kind of choosing between Fire Opal and Sparkling Amber. This one's more like reddy coppery. This one's more kind of golden. Maybe go for the, I don't know, that's such fall vibes and we're right in the middle of summer. Let's go Sparkling Amber, the more taupey gold toned one. Pigments in these are really loose, so I always tap off the excess. That's why my palette is so powdery. And then we can build up the color as we go, and this way we will avoid getting fallout all over the place. These shadows in this palette have such a special sparkle to them. I really love them. So I'm just pressing those onto the lid. And then I feel like I want a bit more of the color that I put on first, Mango. So I'm gonna go back in with that. Just add a little bit more right on top. And so I accidentally just blended that all the way into this inner corner here on this eye and not on this eye. I wasn't intending to do that. That's a look that I go for quite often actually, but I didn't mean to do that today. But since we have, I'm just gonna extend that color over here as well so that we're matching. Okay, so before I do anything else to the upper lid, I wanna just get some shadow on my lower lash line as well so I can kind of see if we need to add anything else. I might add a little bit more dimension on the outer corner here, but I kind of like the way it looks without it. So let's just see. I'm gonna go in with Mango first. And we're bringing this pretty low down on that lower lash line and connecting it with the blending up here on the outer edge. Okay, and then I think I'll take Rouge, which is this other kind of dark brown matte shade here, and I'll add that on top, keeping this one closer to the lash line and more so just on the outer corner of the lower lash line, the outer third, I would say. So all I'm gonna do is just take my big fluffy brush that I had the kind of transition shade on, and I'm just gonna run that over all of the edges so that the look is more seamless and smooth and blended. Okay, I'm very happy with that. I'm feeling like I don't even want to add liner. So all I'm going to do then is give my lashes a curl and then go in with mascara. For mascara today, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes. So I finished the Merit tubing mascara that I was using and I switched back to this guy. This is the other mascara that I had open and I have just fallen in love with this mascara all over again. I swear it is just so beautiful. Before I went to this mascara, I was using the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes mascara and I really loved that one and I hadn't used this guy in years. This was my favorite mascara ever for years. And after I used that Pillow Talk one, I was like, oh, I don't know, like maybe this is my new favorite Charlotte Tilbury mascara. But after having switched back to this one, like no, this is the Pan Ultimate #1 Supreme Charlotte Tilbury mascara. It just makes your lashes look so full and fluffy and pretty. They're not clumpy, but there's thickness and volume. I just absolutely love it. I swear I get so many compliments too when I wear this, like not even on my lashes specifically, but if I just have this on with like maybe a little smoked out liner and tinted moisturizer, people are like, oh, you look so pretty. And I swear it's because of this mascara. It just makes your lashes look so nice. I got a bit addicted to like the tubing aspect of this and how it doesn't smudge at all. But I've always like said that the look of this Merit one on your lashes is not, you know, the best, but I loved the functionality of it, I guess you could say. Now that I've been using this one again for a couple weeks, I am so in love. And voila, eyes are basically done. So let's move back to the skin. I really like this clean, fresh complexion that we have going on here. So I'm feeling like let's do some cream based products, shall we? I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand to bronze my skin. And then I want kind of more of a natural highlight. So I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Nudegasm palette here. The highlights in here are not super pigmented. I'm just gonna mix these two shades together, dust them over top of my cheek. And then with just the lightest shade in the palette, I'm gonna highlight the inner corner of my eye with that. And then I do feel like my eyes are missing just a little something. So what I'm going to do is take this white eyeliner that I have and just line my waterline with this. We need some blush. So I feel like the Rare Beauty Nearly Apricot blush would look so pretty with this look right now, but I've been trying to use this up. This is my little Catherine Isabella cream blush and you can see I'm doing pretty darn good. So I'm just gonna take the butt of my sponge here and apply it to my face with that. Really trying to get through this guy before it goes bad, and then we can start work on some of my other millions of cream blushes. Okay, so let's do a little lip action. I'm feeling kind of a peachy vibe, so I'm gonna start with the Charlotte Tilbury Pink Venus lip liner, which is a really pretty kind of peachy pink that I feel like does not get enough hype online. Ugh, and then before I put on anything else on my lips, I'm gonna take a big gulp of water. And then honestly, I really just want to put on a lip gloss. So let's do this Collagen Lip Bath in the color Walk of No Shame. Hopefully it's not too dark. Yeah, that looks pretty. I also feel like I need a little bit more blush. It's hard to tell when you don't have your lip on yet how much blush you need, but I feel like we can really handle it at the moment. Okay, and then the last thing I need to do is fill in my brows, and I'm actually gonna do that for a separate video. So let me go film that real quickly, and then I will come back to show you guys the finished look. All right, you guys, brows are done, and this is the completed look. So I just filmed a video comparing the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze and the e.l.f. Brow Lift. These are two products that are meant to be dupes for each other. So if you guys want to see that, it should already be up on my channel. I'll link it across the top here and in the description box down below if you want to check it out. But yeah, here is the finished look. Really soft and simple, just how I've been doing my makeup a ton lately. Hope you guys enjoyed shopping my stash. If you have any requests for videos, please leave them in the comments down below. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.